Good morning. We continue in Romans 5, and the love of God gets even richer because it just doesn't have anything to do with us. Watch verses 6 through 8. For while we were still weak, at the right time Christ died for the ungodly. For one will scarcely die for a righteous person, though perhaps for a good person one would dare even to die. But God shows his love for us, in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Of course, Romans 5:8 is famous. It's part of the Romans Road. It talks about the gospel and lays out the gospel for us. I just want you to pay attention to the language here. Notice in verse 6, weak is how we're described. We're described as ungodly. Verse 8, sinners. Weak, ungodly sinners. And yet, that is the right time, the text says, at just the right time, that God, in Christ, gives his life for us. So, I didn't clean myself up, and you didn't clean yourself up, and then God thought to apply his love to you. But rather, in a sinful state, in a weakened state, in an ungodly state, God comes to rescue you. God comes to rescue me. So this is a morning where you are to just bask in the love of God. You're to reflect on the fact that there's nothing intrinsic in you. There's nothing about you that made God love you, but rather, sourced out of his own character, he at just the right time sent Christ and demonstrated his love so that in our weakness, in our ungodliness, in our sinfulness, Jesus demonstrated the love of the Father, poured it out, and assuaged God's wrath so that we could be free. That gospel that we receive has nothing to do with us. This is what liberates us. This is what takes us away from performance. This is what frees us from anxiety. This is what allows us to not let other people dictate our sense of worth. We get to rest in the fact that when we were at our worst, his love for us was at its greatest. May the Lord bless you today.